let some people get in here first. Oh. All right, got the comments up. Waiting for people to get in on this. Wasn't even aware that you could stream, gosh darn, Share Factory. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Get on in here so I can start this dang thing. I ain't trying to talk to my damn self. Come on, people. Why is the camera so right up on my face? What's going on, man? I'm going to go over some details that I think a lot of people probably miss on their, at least on their first playthrough. But I'm OCD when it comes to details in games, and a lot of the times I let that kind of stuff ruin, or the lack of it rather, can ruin an experience for me. Like that's why I'm a little bummed out with Ghost of Tsushima, because I noticed a lot of flaws in the details, and it like, killed my hype for that game. So I'm gonna go over some dope details that are scattered throughout this entire game, and I got some footage that maybe I've seen that I posted on Twitter, and then I added some more just to go over some of this stuff with y'all. But I will let this thing begin as soon as I get some more people in here. Let me adjust this camera. Oh yeah, see, I don't ever. I don't really do this much anymore, so I just didn't realize you could do it from Share Factory. I'm glad you could, because otherwise this wouldn't work. Camera settings. I mean, I'm like really. Let me. I think it's too dark in the room. It's not recognizing. It's not even finding my face. Are they beardist? I feel like the camera's not picking me up because of my gosh darn beard. Let me. That's fine. We'll just do that. All right, cool, cool. Can we get some more people in here, please? For the love of Jesus. Yeah, the light. Plus, there's like a shelf above the camera, so it's not getting a whole lot of light on it. I don't know if I can adjust all of it. I don't really care. Hold on a second. Let me make sure people are getting this. This will be spoiler free for the most part, outside of like maybe some settings. All right, well, I'm tired of waiting around. Here we go. I think the first clip we're gonna go through is dude, we're doing the God tier, The Last of Us Part 2. Can't you tell from the screen? Come on now. What's the real problem here? What do you want, child? I'm trying to do a live stream, and you're messing with me by throwing your face all up in my face. Go away. All right. So the first thing I noticed, and I haven't played with this feature enough, or I guess it could potentially be a mechanic, but the game has ricochet, and it doesn't ricochet off everything. It's only objects that bullets would actually ricochet off of. Like, so if you're shooting into wood and stuff, it doesn't necessarily do that depending on where you. I guess it kind of depends on where you shoot, really. Oh, there's not gonna be a lot of spoilers, dude. Outside of settings, maybe. But yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled, I get it. So either way, we'll start off with the first thing I wanted to point out, which is the ricochet. So I'll play that for you. I'll let you check it out for yourself. But again, I don't know. I haven't played with this a whole lot, and I don't know if a ricochet can actually damage somebody or not. I've tried mimicking it over and over again in gameplay right before I went live to see if I can capture it. But so far, I don't think you can catch somebody damage-wise with ricochet. However, I think you as a player can get hit with ricochet. I'm not positive on that. I'm going to keep playing with that later on. But here we go. So you hear that? Listen. Ooh, that is so nice. So very nice. I also want to go into... So this here, I don't even know if a lot of people have done this. So I shoot them in the arm, and then you can jump on the crate and then kick them. Now, I want to stop that and show you again. I mean, I gotta get used to using this. A lot of games, they, especially in third person, it would appear like there's not a lot of contact, especially when it comes to melee. So what I mean by contact is your player's body doesn't actually make contact with the NPCs, right? And on this game, it does a lovely job of making the actual contact, and I'll highlight some more of that later. But the physics that are used in this game, the physics engine or whatever, is pretty freaking remarkable. So I kick her in the face, right? Now watch Abby's ponytail. So as she's coming down, her ponytail is going up, right, due to gravity. And then whenever she lands, right, her body, because this game carries a lot of weight, and it does so with the story, it does it with the emotions, it does it with my favorite part, which is, or even I should back up, I should even say the audio, being the sound of the guns, the ricochets, the punches, the score, like the music and whatnot. It all carries a certain amount of weight to it, that it all flows directly into the gameplay. So it makes you, the player, or the participant of the story rather, have more feel as to like what that reality is really like that they're setting for you. So anyway, back to the ponytail thing. So when in regards to weight, see how so she drops down, her ponytail goes up, and then when she lands and her body is absorbing that impact from landing on the ground, her body does this and it comes back up again. And when she does that, watch this, the ponytail bounces off of her backpack and then will twirl around her neck. Like, it's just, those little things are the only other company that I see that has this level of finite detail is Rockstar, but we'll keep it going. See, and I guess I should probably back it up. I should have done some photo mode stuff, but I didn't know exactly how to go about doing that. But in photo mode, you can, as you're making these hits, you can go into photo mode, right, and then turn the camera around and see that it's actually making impact on the NPC's body. It's pretty freaking dope. And then you combine that with the audio, and it just makes you really feel like you can feel each attack whenever you land it. It makes it for it makes you feel far more immersed into the world, more so than other games, as an example. Oh, just my lord. All right, so this one here, I did this to show I'm really big with environment damage, and more so the body damage that happens, right? So I beasted on this dude in his face. That's why his face is like that. So what I really love about body damage in games is when you make shot on somebody, I like the graphic violent detail, right? Most games don't have that. Like a game of mine that I love, and all y'all know that, is Uncharted 4. What makes Uncharted 4 not be like one of my favorites of all time is the fact that it lacks so much. It lacks violence, and I understand it. Like, they did that for a reason. It doesn't flow with the story in the world that they present. But that game had this level of detail as far as violence and stuff, man. That'd probably be my favorite game of all time. But it doesn't. So this one here, I wanted to highlight what they do differently than everybody else when it comes to body damage.
You still with me?
I'm gonna let it play out. All right, so I don't even know if y'all saw that. We're gonna go back, rewind it. So before I shoot him, everything's good, everything's copacetic, right? So I shoot the dude in the chest. All right, so there you go, shoot him, right? It's kind of hard to manipulate this thing. You can't really see it right there. I should have done a better job of making the video, but it actually tears the shirt open, and then the wound is placed on his body underneath the shirt. Y'all see that? I can't point it out obviously because you won't be able to see my finger, but where the bullet went in, the shirt is now torn, and the actual damage is on his skin. And then what's even more remarkable is right here, when the blood starts to pour out. I have it already pre-zoomed in, right? So that's why it looks kind of funky. See the blood trickling down his chest. Now, in other games, right, what they would do is the blood would just spread out all over his front of his chest, but it wouldn't actually run down his body, right, due to physics. And the other thing that's cool about it is the blood is not running down on the outside of his shirt. It's on the inside of his shirt, which is causing it to have that dark appearance to it because the blood is running down his chest on the underside of his shirt, and so it's actually soaking into the material, and so it's not quite bright red and all that like his face, like that cut on his face. It doesn't look like that because it's underneath the actual shirt, like how it would be in real life. Like, that's just wicked detail right there. That kind of stuff right there just gets me super excited.
You still with me?
And then obviously right here, when you shoot him in the hand, the physics of the weight that I was talking about earlier causes his hand to pop up, which is super dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right, so let me back out of that. One more time, just to hear the ricochet. So sick. All right. All right, so that right there. I slice him. See that? Cut him around his shoulder. So, and see how the blood trails behind her blade in a realistic way. So like the blood is being caught on the blade and actually swinging through. It's flying off at an arc. I mean, that's just wicked. And then the little blood droplets are going in the same direction. And then look, on his shirt, on his shoulder, the blood is already forming where she actually cut him. See that? And it's accurate as to where you actually place the shot. It's just absolutely remarkable. And then she goes to hit him again, and he grabs her wrist, I think. Or is that not this? That's not this clip, is it? No, that's not this clip. Never mind. All right, let's keep going.
Motherfucker! Let him go! You can run away. I got him! Jesus Christ!
Same thing here. The blade actually goes into his body. I don't know if I'll be able to capture that because of the angle. But yeah, it actually goes into his body. I'm not going to talk about that part. I got a better section that I'm going to show you all that on because there's a lot of detail that's going on there. But I'd rather focus on a different part. I mean, just look at the destruction and the flap that occurs on the back of their head. And for most games, they have a like I'll use Max Payne 3 as an example. Like that, you in that game, if it was the last enemy on the screen, you could just do this thing where you'd shoot a bunch of bullets. It would go in slow motion, and then it would show the bullets impacting in their face, and it would turn their head into like hamburger meat. But what if you actually take a closer look at that game while it's running? Whenever you shoot them in the face, it's more or less like a sticker that's applied to the outside of their body. So it's done through texturing to where it just looks like their face was torn apart, but really it's just a sticker that's like put on their face. In this game, from what I can tell, it actually takes away from like the polygons, if you will. So it's not just a sticker overlaid. It's like their parts of their head or body or arms or whatever will actually be taken off due to the impact of the projectile. And that is so lovely, and it gets me so excited every time I see it and every time I perform it. It just makes your headshots feel so much more satisfying whenever you get that kind of effect. here's a better. This will highlight more of what I was just talking about. Oh, it's just great.
Let him go!
Now right here, I'm gonna play it first and then rewind it because I want to see if I can pick up on it. Something happens where it kind of makes you feel. I guess it's trying what the developers are trying to do is make the character react to this moment in the same way that maybe the player would when this happens, and they do it through some really cool animation.
Don't let me go!
All right, so I don't know if y'all caught it. I don't think a lot of people haven't talked about it, so I'm assuming most people don't know. All right, so I got him as a meat shield, right? His buddy shoots him, right? So now he's dead because he got tore up. Now watch Ellie's head. She looks at him like, yo, you just got shot. Are you dead? Are you dead? And then she looks over back at him like, hey, you just shot your buddy. What's going on? And then she does have to do a double take, so she does it again. So she turns her head, looks at him, and then looks back up at him again like, dude, what the hell is going on? Why are you, that's just wicked. It just, for me, when that kind of stuff happens, it just really kind of draws me into the environment, like what's going on. Wow. What the hell, bitch? So I run over here. Now here's another ricochet moment, and I think you can actually get hit by these because I think there's been a few times throughout my first two playthroughs that I've actually been hit by ricochet, but I haven't really focused on it yet. I need to try to get myself in more situations where I can definitively tell you if or not you can get hit by ricochet. But check this out.
I'm gonna find you! There you are!
See, it comes through the window right there, and then it hits off the back of the bed that the bullet does. So I don't know. I'm assuming it hit the A pillar or something. I'm not sure, but that's definitely a ricochet. And I don't know if had I moved faster or dodged right, if that could have hit me or not. I don't know. Now this part right here is the momentum that he's carrying or running towards me, and then the weight of your actions. Right. This is what I was speaking on earlier. I love this shit so much. He's running towards me, and I was already pre-planning on not killing him with a headshot or something. I wanted to play with the just the different kind of violence that are in this game. So check it out. All right, let's see. I forgot you can make the full screen. So he's running. I take his knee out, and just watch how his body reacts to when I shoot him in the knee. It's so fucking dope. I missed. Shot him in the foot. Now look at every shot placement. There's actual wound where you shoot him. Like, come on. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. So that's exactly where I shot him too. I mean, it's so great with the hit detection. But pay attention to how the blood splatter comes out of the front of his forehead. You see that twirl effect? I'm assuming that is to say that it is coming out in the way that the bullet is spinning in, right? I guess that's why they did it that way, but man, it is just beyond satisfying. And then you get the pink mist of the, like, it's so brilliant. I want to rewind that, watch it again. It's just great. Oh wait, why is it doing that? Is it blocking the scene? Let's try it again. Hold on, am I screwing this thing up the whole time? Hold on. Have y'all been able to see what I was doing? Okay. I guess y'all can. I don't know. Now here's the other part. So he comes down and the way the blood splatters, bow. Now watch how it pours out, and it's darker than the rest of it. I mean, what? And the way, and I actually stopped this early, but
Big group.
it is the best blood pooling
They're
in a
fine
game that
with
I've
this
ever seen.
idiot's killer.
It's absolutely incredible. Oh, so fucking good. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight a couple of the details that I've, been focusing on. I got plenty of more. There's just a lot of it's done in screenshots, and I didn't feel like throwing them all in here and going over all of it. You know what I mean? But if y'all dig this, let me know, and I'll keep going further and deeper dives into the details and whatnot, because there's so much to talk about. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I missed out on the. Where's the one I wanted to talk about? Is it not in here? Oh shoot, I don't even have it in here. Dang it. Let me add a clip. I think is it this one? Yeah, here it is. All right. This is the great part right here. What? All right, so let's break that down. So we start to fight. Okay. Now she's cut on her arm. I slice her in the stomach. Boom. Cuts her open. Across her face. Oh, just keep watching. So see, pay attention to where these strikes are happening, and then watch how over time. Okay, so where the cut happens, so there's blood there. Now watch as I keep being aggressive towards her. She's backing up. I'm still hitting her. Pay attention to the wounds that are already there and what happens. See that? See on her stomach wound. It's starting to trickle down her stomach. The stain on the shirt is getting bigger. Same thing's happening up on her chest. See that? The blood's starting to trickle down, and the stain's getting bigger and broader. Look at that. See, it's running down her. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so detailed. It's so amazing. Look at her face. She's grimacing. I'm about to die. This bitch is about to kill me. Oh, cut her again. Oh. All right. So this is it. You can just feel the pain that she's in. Now this part here is glorious. Right in the jugular. Right? Now when she pulls the blade out, watch how the blood comes out of her jugular. It's I feel demented talking about this. You're going to be like, what is wrong with you? Oh, Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. Just, oh no. Oh, God. The lesbian got me. This bitch done got me. I am fucked. But she doesn't realize how fucked she is because she's about to kill you with your own shit. Oh, watch. Look, see that? Oh, it's so great. Okay, all right. Let's back it up. All right, so that's Ellie's blade, right? She has it in her right hand. She's about to pull it out of her neck. Now Ellie's left hand has got a hold of her wrist because she's got wrist control, and she's going to manipulate her right arm to finagle that machete out of her hand, swap it to her right hand, and then use her own shits against her and stab her all up in her chest plate. Oh, did you see it? Did you see it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. And watch how she does it. She does like a flippy flip. She takes it and she flips it to catch it in the right hand. Oh my God, it's just brilliant. Oh my God. And did you see her face when she realized it was all over and she had made a bad decision that day by going into work? Look, we'll go into the zoomed in part. Just pay attention to her face. Oh no. Oh. I mean, good Lord. Oh yeah, the game. People that say the gameplay ain't nothing special, like I tell you, it's like the review I did with Dooley. It's the subtle things like when you press up and X right to go through small spaces while being chased and stuff, and then you get the flank on them. I mean, it's just that little mechanic alone. While it's nothing special, but when you tie it into being able to jump back and jump left and do your side steps and stuff, I mean, it just makes it to where there's so many possibilities in every encounter. It is absolutely incredible. I didn't get a whole lot of people watching this damn thing today. Uh, Hopefully y'all can catch this shit later. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, if you like this sort of thing, some deep dives into details, let me know in the comment section or on Twitter, and I'll try to get some more of this out there because I just love talking about the details in this damn game. Anyway, y'all have a good one.